potato and smoked salmon cakes with dill. This is a take on those old fish cake recipes, but it's kicked up with smoked salmon. The flavor is incredible, and we're gonna pair it with some dill in the fish cake to brighten it. Beautiful. Let's go. This is very simple. Earlier, I boiled and mashed some potatoes. If you don't know how to boil and mash potatoes, leave a comment so the rest of us can pick on you. We're gonna add just a little extra fat here with sour cream, not too much. We want this mixture to stay pretty solid, but we'll just mix in a little sour cream. White pepper. I don't want those dark flakes in this. Just want it to be invisible but tasty. So a little white pepper goes in. The potatoes were salted before, no need to salt those, and the smoked salmon has quite a bit of salt in it too, so we're gonna be okay. Dill. Let's do our dill. You can put any herb of your choice in this. If you would rather use parsley, go for it. It's not a problem. Tarragon is nice too. I happen to love dill with salmon, sour cream, and potatoes. It's a classic. So we're just gonna pull the little fronds off the dill here, dill weed, and we're gonna chop it pretty finely and just add it to our mix. That's chopped nice and finely. This can go in, not too much. Of course, smoked salmon is a great flavor. We don't want to mask that flavor. We just want to enhance it. So I'm not going crazy with dill, but just enough that you have a few flecks in each bite. You can see the kind of mix here and consistency that I like, and this just makes it tremendous. And now for the salmon. Store-bought in the little package that you get. This is smoked sockeye. You can get any smoked salmon. It's gonna work. Or other fish, actually. You can do this with tuna, you can do it with cod. The smoked salmon, to me, makes it just a little special. Has an amazing flavor. And it's a good one for a dinner. Or breakfast. Or lunch. All we're gonna do is chop this up into small pieces. Just simply running the knife along like this. We can use all of it. We want that smoked salmon flavor. That looks pretty good to me. We'll go ahead and put this in our bowl. Give that a good mix around. Beautiful color. Just stunning colors here. Flavor, texture, and aroma. This is such a beautiful tasting dish that we really don't need too much of an accompaniment to it. Quite simple. I'm gonna do a zucchini and a yellow squash diced and just lightly fried in olive oil, a little bit of seasoning on there. That's about it as far as I'm concerned. The focus should be on the cake, not on the veggie, but these will work just fine. That's our squash and zucchini chopped up and ready. Now we're gonna shape our salmon cakes. So we're just gonna take a chunk. We're gonna take a good size round of cake here and pat it down basically into whatever shape you prefer. I like these to be like, I don't know, maybe a hockey puck size, something like that. Just about that size and that thickness. That way you get lots of the flavor. They don't dry out, but they crisp nicely on the outside. So we'll do a couple of these. Got 3 cakes ready to go. So now we're going to just give them a little dusting of flour, each one of them. Nice dusting of flour first. Next, they go into the egg, just one beaten egg. Make sure they're nicely covered. This is going to help the breadcrumbs to stick. The flour helps the egg to stick, the egg helps the breadcrumbs to stick, and the breadcrumbs help everything to taste good and crisp up in the pan. And finally, the breadcrumbs. I'm using panko style breadcrumbs. They're a little crisper generally. You can use any kind of breadcrumb. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference, whatever your preference is. Make sure they're nicely coated with lots of nice breadcrumbs so that we're going to have a crispy outside. That's the key to a really satisfying fish cake. Transfeed them to a bottle, transfer these to a plate, and we're going to put them in the fridge. Put them in the fridge for about an hour. They'll firm up and the frying will go so much better and they'll stay together. Sometimes they can break up. You don't want that. You want them to stay in shape and cook nicely, so an hour in the fridge will do the job. We're ready to fry the veggies and put a little oil in. A little salt, a little freshly ground black pepper. I don't want these mushy, I want them to have some texture. They just need a few minutes. Just keep an eye on them. Don't let them leave. Veggies are done, easy as that. About a 1/4 inch of oil in the pan. We're going to heat it up to a medium heat. The oil is at the right temperature. We're going to go for it. And we're going to fry our cakes. And we'll lay them into the oil away from me so they don't splash at me. Stand someone you don't like the other side. A couple of minutes, 2 or 3 minutes so far. Let's flip them and see how they're doing. You can turn these a couple of times to get the right texture, the right brown, crispy exterior. Let's see how we're doing. Gently turn them, be careful. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. They're done, they're ready, they're crispy goodness, and I can't wait. A couple of things I prepared earlier that really work well in this dish. One of them is some sour cream with a little water to make it easy to drizzle, lemon juice and salt. You just give that a little mix, get a nice teaspoon of it, and just kind of drizzle it around the plate, and it really brings some superb flavor and makes the plate look kind of nice too. The second thing I did is I took some balsamic vinegar, put it in a pan, brought it to the boil, put it down to a simmer to reduce. Just went to a consistency that I like. It's a little syrupy. If you haven't tried reduced balsamic vinegar, give it a try. It's an incredible thing that adds such flavor and uniqueness to your dish. We're just gonna drizzle this and then we're ready. Let's see how this does. Oh yeah, nice and syrupy. And there we are. Let's dig in. Let's take a piece of our cake and a couple of the veggies and make sure we have that drizzle too. And let's see how we did. The salmon and the dill make this. Really do. Give it a try. It's fantastic, very easy. You're always welcome right here in the kitchen. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a comment, and we'll see you here next time.